When I signed, I didn't really know what was in my contract. I was young. I think I was like 20. And I didn't know everything that was in that contract. So when I got with Roc Nation, I got management, real management. I got real lawyers. And they was like, do you know that this is in your contract? And I was like, oh, damn, that's crazy. No, I didn't know.
Megan Thee Stallion believes she is one step closer to finally getting her wish of becoming a free agent as a musician. But there's one catch, and this is not an easy catch to make because the hitter at bat is a professional baseball player. Crawford spent 15 years in the MLB, accumulating 136 home runs and over 650 RBIs. As Crawford's athletic career was nearing his end, he knew it was time to start thinking about the future. He returned to his hometown of Houston, Texas, looking to help energize the Houston rap scene. He said, when I retired, I realized Houston rap was still kind of slow. It was a good time to jump in. I started 1501 the next day. I had to sit back and humble myself and learn something that I knew nothing about. Carl will get some of that knowledge from one of the most respected in the game, Rap-A-Lot Records' own Jay Prince. Crawford would take that game and find a young Megan Thee Stallion on social media, telling his business partner at the time, T. Ferris, to go out and find her and see if he could sign her. I just saw rawness, something different. Her sound was unique. In Houston, we had never had a rapper embrace sexuality like she did. Most of the girls in Houston wanted to rap like the dudes. This was the first time I saw a girl from Houston dancing and rapping. Carl would end up signing a 20-year-old Megan Thee Stallion. In 2018, Carl's 1501 label would ink a deal underneath 300 Entertainment, a bigger label. In 2019, Megan would make an additional deal of her own, announcing that she had signed a deal for management with Jay-Z's Roc Nation. Megan said, I thought I was coming to meet the leader, and it was just going to be the Roc Nation staff like showing me around. And then Jay-Z walks in the room, and I'm like, I didn't know Jay-Z was coming to my meeting, but he comes in the room, and he has like 6 platters of hot Cheetos, and he's like, I heard you like hot Cheetos, and I was sold. After getting with Roc Nation, Megan says one of the first things the team did was look over her contract with her label, 1501.
When I signed, I didn't really know what was in my contract. I was young. I think I was like 20. And I didn't know everything that was in that contract. So when I got with Roc Nation, I got management, real management. I got real lawyers. And they was like, do you know that this is in your contract? And I was like, oh, damn, that's crazy. No, I didn't know. So I'm not mad at 1501. I wasn't upset because I'm thinking in my head, oh, well, everybody cool. We all family. It's cool. It's nice. Let me just ask them to renegotiate my contract. Soon as I said I want to renegotiate my contract, everything went left. Like, it just all went bad. It all went left. So now they're telling her that she can't drop no music. It's really just like a greedy game. Like, it's really just real greedy. Wasn't trying to lead a label. Wasn't trying to not give nobody money that they feel like they entitled to. I just want to renegotiate some. I'm not a greedy person. I'm not a person that like confrontation. I'm not a person that's like, I work with everybody and I'm nice and I'm real family oriented. And I see the that people that can't be saying about me. And I'll be like, damn, well, since you got so much to say, why you just won't tell them? Why you mad? You mad because I don't want to roll over and bow down like a little and you don't want to renegotiate my contract. Be like, oh, yeah, they made Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion was Megan Thee Stallion before I even got over there. I've been rapping, been freestyling, been doing me. been Meg.
It was Megan who finally thought she'd be getting her freedom away from 1501 by fulfilling her album requirements. In October of 2021, she released a 45-minute project entitled Something for the Hotties that mainly comprised of older freestyles that 1501 didn't think was enough to be considered a real album, so they refused to count it. So earlier in 2022, both sides sued each other, which has become a common theme in the midst of this feud. Numerous lawsuits surrounding the business, or lack thereof. 1501 side, they claimed Something for the Hotties freestyles was available on YouTube and archivable material from as far back as 2019 and only amounts to 29 minutes of new recordings featuring Megan. Claiming Meg's contract dictates she must include at least 12 new master recordings of her studio performances of previously unreleased musical compositions to get credit for an album under her contract, while Megan's team continues to fight back, claiming that the only requirement for album status under her, quote, unconscionable 2018 contract is that it not be less than 45 minutes in length. Others have gotten involved with invested interests. The OG, Jay Prince, has even hopped into this multiple times in support of his guy Carl Crawford to address Jay-Z, Megan, her manager T. Ferris, and Roc Nation. For years now, we have stood back quietly as Megan Thee Stallion and her management at Roc Nation have lied about Carl Crawford and his 1501 label. According to Jay Prince, the truth is that Carl discovered, developed, and fully financed Megan's early in her career, which led to a life-changing distribution agreement for her with 300 Entertainment. From 1501's earlier agreement with Megan, long before Megan was a household name, 1501 generously agreed to give Megan 40% of her profits, which is substantially more than the customary record royalty that a new artist receives from a record label. Any statement alleging 1501's contract with Megan is unconscionable are blatantly false and contrary to the facts or custom in the music industry and are made with the specific intent to mislead and interfere with 1501's contractual rights. In addition, Megan has consistently and intentionally breached her 1501 contract with impunity for years in ways that are too numerous to list here, from entering in agreements inconsistent with her contract, falsely claiming publishing shares that belong to 1501, failing to notify, account, or pay ancillary revenue, releasing albums of outtakes and previously released material, and falsely claiming that she is out of her contract, and now falsely alleging that 1501 leaked her album when the album was always intended by Megan to be released on 8/19, and where the leak actually hurt 1501 as much, if not more than Megan, rendering her claim to be nonsensical. Megan says she's so over these grown men trying to take credit away from the work that her and her mother put into the beginning of her career. She said her and her mom developed her career. She was already known for freestyling and was already working on Tina Snow before she got to 1501. Megan says when her mom died, she knew a bunch of hood guys who just started a label for the first time were not going to be able to manage her properly, so she got with Roc Nation. By the time she was a bigger artist, according to Megan, she asked to renegotiate, not leave. What was wrong with that? This man is greedy. Like, for this man to keep getting on the internet with his backup to talk like he made me is ridiculous. Was you writing my songs? Were you with me in my dorm room recording me rapping? What about all that rapping outside my mama's car? Think ciphers? I ain't even know you. If you want to be real, I developed 1501. They keep signing people and everybody got the same story. Go find all the girls and the guys that started over there with me and some of the girls after me. Ask anybody in Houston how that man is fake. Talk so much ish about Jay Prince. Now that's your bestie. Okay.
Now she trying to cause division in between me and Jay. Talking about I talk about Jay. We know T. Ferris told you that because clearly me and you never had a talk about Jay. Ever. Me and you never even talked about that stuff. So stop laying in bed with your friend T. Ferris and listen to all the shit saying to you. Because that shit ain't true and you're making yourself look bad. Ain't nothing fake about me, baby. I still live in the hood right now.
Unfortunately for both sides, it looks like their disagreements are taking them right back to court, and maybe, just maybe, this game is not close to the ninth inning at all. Maybe it's closer to the beginning. I want to thank you guys so much for the time, love, and support. Is what your boy will never take for granted around here. Whose side are you on? Megan Thee Stallion continues to have issues with her initial label, 1501, ran by Crawford.